Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Yes.
So today we have one of our recent graduate with us as to give her, I would say like testimonial or not. It's just like a discussion on her experience with us. And she would share her journey, how she managed, because she's coming from Southeast Asia, where it's really hard to change diet because we are living with our families, right? They're usually a large family, and then it's really hard. A lot of the people who DMs me, they tries to tell me like, I want to change the diet and everything. How am I going to do it? Because there are so many other people who will not understand and everything. So today she's here to give you a lot more inspiration. And without further ado, let's talk with her. She's Naila. Assalamu alaikum, Apu. How are you?
Walaikum salam. I'm fine.
Okay. So since we were talking, you have been with us for quite a while, right? I mean, you were
Yeah.
following me for quite a while. And
Yeah.
then I found you really an interesting case because you're coming from India. And then, if I'm not mistaken, your husband was not really eager to fund you, right? But
Yeah.
you became resourceful and you found ways to, gather the money and then join the program. How did you do that? How did you do that?
Again, you have to keep your child in your mind. You don't have to have any second thoughts when when you want to do something for your child. All I can say,
Mhm.
not even your husband, not even your family. You just have to move forward because only you have to think about the child. You have to think about the child's future. That is the only thing was there in my
Mhm.
mind. I just
Mhm.
wanted some help. Might be, you know, let go whatever goes from me, let it go. But I just wanted some improvement, even if I get from you, that was fine for me. So that was my intention. Only for I only for little improvement also would have been really fine for me. But I have got immense improvement as of now. By till now, whatever improvements I'm seeing, I did not I did not expect so many improvements I would have been getting. But Alhamdulillah again. I don't
Alhamdulillah.
tell so much, but again if I tell so much, I feel like black eye
Nazar
and
lag
all that.
jayega. I know. I understand the evil eye. I understand in the
I
sense.
cannot tell you. There's so many people commenting on him from the past
Mashallah.
2 weeks since I've come back to my house, to my
Mhm.
in-laws house. I was in my house. So since I've come back here, I am getting so many comments. Like he has changed. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah, he has changed so much. He has changed so much. Though there's so many people, even the people from outside are coming and commenting. Look at him when we are calling him, he's coming to us. Because before, how it was when only I used to call, he used to come to my voice. But when others used to call, he never used to come.
Mhm.
Yeah, they used to say, no, he can only hear your voice, get him tested.
Yeah. Yeah. He
So,
can only hear your voice.
yeah, he can
If
only
a
hear
if a
you.
kid understands a voice, he hears everyone's voice, not just mom's voice.
Yeah. But no, he can only understand your voice. He cannot understand anybody else's voice. That used to come all the time. So, but now, even like the commands, before when I used to give a command, I used to stress on the command. He used to come back to me. But now even others, when they are working, RS come here, when outside people are coming and telling him, he is doing that. So on that, they were like, "Arey, he's coming when we are calling him. Arey, he's playing with us. Arey, he's doing this." When they're asking him any commands like please RS sit down, RS please stand, RS please go there, RS, these simple
Mhm.
commands he's following very promptly.
Mashallah. Mashallah.
That is a huge thing. I cannot even tell you.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, you had some ups and downs with him because you were going through your own personal
yeah,
situation, life situation. So
yeah.
a lot of us actually think that this is not the right time. Let's do it sometime else because maybe
But
we
yeah,
we are not ready.
you were the one who told me, whatever it is, just go with him. He is more important. So that time I was like, yeah, that is also right. So whatever it is, let's just start. We'll go by the wind. Let's give it a start. So I
Mhm.
started from there. Then again, the gluten thing. Gluten thing is not a problem. The grain thing was a problem because he was already
How
on
did you
gluten free.
overcome that? How did you overcome that? Because tell us in a way, like in like a beautiful summary, because you have in-laws and people around you who are always eating chatpata stuff, like
Yeah.
outside snacky a lot of time. How were you able to overcome that, becoming totally grain free
I am
in
still
South
I
Asian
am still
situation?
overcoming that, I can tell you. But again, we have to be very particular when it comes to our child. Even if someone is eating, you have to hide him from others. I didn't even know those people are eating that we cannot go in front of them. Because again, it shouldn't be like, that I'm not giving him. He shouldn't feel insecure. Oh, my mother is not giving me this, like that. So, I just used to keep him isolated a lot, so that he shouldn't see others while they're eating the grain things or any other stuff which is not required on the diet, just not allowed on the diet. So isolated as
Yeah.
much as possible. I used to isolate him. That was the only option I had.
Mm-hmm.
But then sometimes when I was not available, yeah, there were times when he ate many things. But
Mm-hmm.
again, I had to cover up so many things. We
Mm-hmm.
did it with your help again. A lot of help you did.
Alhamdulillah,
So
alhamdulillah. Because there
yeah,
are
because
ways.
you had a little bit solution, but you had a solution for that, because
Yeah.
that was, yeah, a solution will. So, but after
A
that,
solution will always be
again,
provided.
we have to do it very strictly. We have to isolate the children. You've created an environment. I created an environment so that he should think that I am also eating the same thing that he's eating. Yeah, I used to eat what I want to eat, but not in front of him when he used to sleep or
Exactly.
when he's playing somewhere. So at that time, I used to eat, hide and eat from him. But in
Mhm.
front of him, we used to show as if, we're eating what he's eating. At least,
Mhm.
he'll feel comfortable, I can say.
Definitely. I
Yeah.
want you to talk a little about the dedication. A lot of the parents get scared that how will I be able to, uh, do this, because this sounds like hard work, not being able to eat
It
roti.
sounds like hard work, but I guess it is not, because once the first week I feel most of the parents are already on gluten free. I feel, I don't know. So if you are gluten free or casein free, I don't think it might be that hard for you, because after that you just have to cut out rice, because that is the only extra thing you're eating other than gluten and casein. Because
Mhm.
you can eat dals, all dals are allowed,
Exactly.
all veggies are
Exactly.
allowed. The best part,
Exactly.
all fruits are allowed. The best part ever, because my son was
Exactly.
not allowed on fruits for for a year, I guess. So that was the best part. He was enjoying his fruits.
Mhm.
So fruits, and then the there's so many things you can give, I guess. I feel, other than the grains. So the other grain part is the only thing which is not allowed. So and then after a period of time, I guess, yeah, we come on the soups thing. So when they
Mhm.
start eating that, I feel they feel a little bit full.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I don't think it is that much of as a problem. But again, when they see other people, that is the only thing. You have to
Uh-huh.
keep them isolated. When they see other people eating, that time they get tempted and then they start being cranky, tantrums. They cry, they cry, they cry. We cannot understand them because they're non-verbal. So that is the only thing. We just have to think about the children.
Mhm. Now that you have overcome the grain-free challenge, the
Yeah.
grain-free and
Yeah.
everything, now do you have some nasihat, like inspiration words that when you see the results, you actually feel like it's so easy to let go of those things?
It's
Because
so
I am
easy.
really
Exactly.
seeing the results, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is very easy actually. It is very easy, but again, we make it difficult because the grains are the thing we eat every day.
Mhm.
That's why it makes it again, you have to cook differently for the child. You have to cook, so I don't know what to say actually.
I wanted to say, like, just try to give like a clear idea that the sacrifice outweighs the benefits that you will see in the protocol, right?
Yeah, see, from week one, when I cut out, okay, when I eliminated all the grains, we started on only fruits and veggies and some fish and some chicken. So that time, you know, uh, I was very skeptical at that time. No grains, no rice. I don't know how he'll be full. But Alhamdulillah, he used to be very full with all the fruits and you know, the fish and the chicken and the eggs. I feel that makes him a lot of full, you don't require grains after that. Then after that, I started seeing gains a little bit of gains. His attention. He stopped eloping. When we used to go
Yeah.
out, he stopped eloping. He used to catch my hand. Even he used to leave my hand when I used to call him, RS, please come back. He used to come back to me. So that time I was like, Arey, it is working. So let's go to the second step. Then we went to the second step. We started what? It was a heal and seal was step 3, I guess. Step two was the same thing, right?
Heal and Seal has 6 stages, like 6
Yeah,
weeks. That's when
yeah.
I'm teaching you the 6 stages of
So
it.
when we started the soup thing, third week, the first 2 weeks I did the same thing. The third week we started, the soup thing. I used to make a lot of soup and just freeze it. Freeze it means for 2 3 days,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
every day was not possible. So
yeah.
after that, he started showing all his body parts. His
Mashallah.
eating manners started increasing. The manners, like I used to put a napkin, one spoon, some food on his so like scrambled eggs and all that, it's on the plate. And so I used to ask him to eat. I never used to help him while eating, so he used to eat it so properly. And then if something is on his face, he used to take the tissue paper, wipe his face, then wipe his hands. Then I used to put that
Mashallah.
way. I was
Mashallah.
like, what? Mashallah, mashallah, mashallah again.
Mashallah.
So that time I was like, come on, let's do it now. Let's continue this. So I just started continuing. So
Mm-hmm.
right now we are in weeks, I don't know, 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You
So
can do
we're
as
still doing
slow
it.
as you want. You know,
Sometimes again, I cannot tell you that. I can also tell you this. There are many ups and downs, because I've
Mhm.
seen many tantrums also,
Definitely.
while because they feel hungry in between. So
Yeah.
at that time they just they make us, they cry, you have to stay very calm at that time,
That's
because
when
they
the
are not
mindset
hungry.
piece,
They're not
the
hungry,
mindset
they're
piece
just
that
craving.
we, yeah,
Yeah.
and that's where how the mindset piece actually works so that you are calm enough to handle the situation of
We
ups and
have
downs.
to yeah, exactly. The grounding thing, I used to do the grounding thing a lot, among all the meditation things which we did, the grounding thing was the best part. Again, when it comes to the gluten free, casein free thing, when my son used to go to others and eat and come, at that time again, grounding thing, don't get angry, everything will be fine, everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine.
Because
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
So you have tried
but
one of the protocols, right? The famous Nemchek
yeah, check protocols.
olive oil and inulin and things like that. You
Yeah,
tried that one. You also tried homeopathy for quite a long time, right? And
yeah.
you have been with us. So is it possible for you to give us a little like a distinguish
Neem
between
check
these two?
protocol. Neem check protocol, they as they say कि है ना, starting we have some awakening when we start giving them inulin. The first night or the second night, we have to start from 1 by a teaspoon. So there we have some awakening. So yeah, awakening happened. They went so high. He went so hyper, and then he used to run here and there and all that. And then I guess there were some gains, but again, it was not long lasting. I did it for a year. I did not see any gains with gains I'm seeing right now. I have never seen such gains. It was ups and downs, so many ups and downs. Here also I'm having ups and downs, but the gains are, they are there. Even if there are downs, the gains
Mhm.
are there. At that time when regression happens, he is regressed completely. He's
I
regressed
mean,
completely.
when he was doing Nemchek, his regression was very bad.
Yeah, very bad. It used to be for days, I can tell you, days. He used to get up at 2 during night, and then again the next whole day he never used to sleep, and then crying like whole day, whole week he used to cry, cry, cry. There's no in between. So
Mhm.
like it might help some people. I don't know it might help or not, but again the regressions are very severe. You it's
Mhm.
sometimes it's like you just don't go back to what you were before.
Yeah.
I guess
A lot of
inulin
the
does that
reason is actually
antibiotic.
because a lot of the reason actually is because that protocol is not changing the diet, not changing the lifestyle. It's giving
Yeah,
one
yeah.
supplement.
It says you have to give everything. You can give everything. If you want,
Yeah,
you can do gluten free or casein free. Again, it's not compulsory in that. So we were like that only. So we were just doing, we
that
were just
sounds actually easy. I think I feel
exactly.
the reason why people try The reason why people start with name check, because it's so easy. You don't have to do anything much. Just, keep doing the thing, buy one supplement and buy one olive oil, their
Olive
own
oil.
certified olive oil. That's
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah,
you
see
tried
you.
homeopathy as well, right? So
Yeah.
how did the homeopathy journey go?
But again, one more thing, what I was telling about namesake protocol was
Okay.
the regressions. When the regression happen, the thing which the children learn for a period of time, in that, as they call as it as gains, during the regression they forget all the gains. They just don't do anything, whatever they have learned. But here
Mm.
regressions never happened in the first place. Secondly, it was meltdowns or tantrums. Even during that, he was even while crying, he used to be very frustrated. Even I used to, no, I don't know, even if you're crying you have to do that for me. He used to cry, he used to go, he used to get that and come. But he is
Oh.
completing the task. I'm telling you, the
Mm-hmm.
task is
Mm-hmm.
being completed, even if he's frustrated, even if he's angry, or in the mood of tantrums, he's
Mm-hmm.
completing the task. That is more important, I guess. Even normal children don't do that.
Yeah,
They,
yeah,
no, I won't do
definitely.
them. I won't do now. They are very
Yeah,
adamant.
if a neurotypical child is angry and you are asking him,
Yeah,
or giving him a command, he won't listen actually.
yeah,
So that's
yeah,
a very major win, that even if with us, even if there are meltdowns or tantrums, then the regression is not like that he forgot whatever he learned. Right.
yeah,
And
yeah.
are you doing any additional therapies while you are with us, speech
No, no,
therapy or
no, no,
personal
no,
therapy?
no, no therapies. I was not doing any therapies due to the COVID thing, and then it was continuing. Then I found you. I started with you, and
Mm-hmm.
right now also no therapies. I was,
Mashallah.
I also asked you, but I never thought that was necessary because I was seeing gains anyhow. So I thought let's just
Mashallah.
continue like this. We'll see
Mashallah.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's another thing that we can kind of vouch for, is we are therapy free. We are
yeah,
natural
Alhamdulillah.
therapy free.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. He's doing everything, the eating manners, the command following, the task completing,
Did you
everything,
have to
whatever
teach
he's doing,
him?
he's learning on his own. I am not teaching him anything. He's
Exactly.
learning on his own. Like, and I,
Exactly.
I just help him. I just help. I can just show him. I can just help him out. But whatever outcome is coming, it is coming from him only. Alhamdulillah.
Mashallah. That's what I
Alhamdulillah.
keep saying, that
Yeah.
these people, they're not autistic. We make
Yeah.
them autistic by not giving them the proper solution that they need for the brain to
Yeah.
develop. Because when the brain develops, then the child will learn everything on their own, in their own
Inshallah.
time. Inshallah,
Yeah.
inshallah. So as a wrap up,
One more
do you
thing, we don't have to be so, I want the results in this much time. If I don't get results in this much time, I will not do anything after that. You don't have to be like that. You have to be very optimistic, very, very optimistic. Whatever is happening, even if it is a small gain, I guess you should be very happy for that.
Mhm.
You don't know, one small gain can become a very big gain tomorrow. So
Exactly,
one
exactly.
thing, you have to be very optimistic and very calm, stay
Mhm.
calm all the time.
How was
And
your
again,
overall, how was your overall experience with us? Because if you remember, we start the coaching calls with wins, because we do not talk about the negativity, the
yeah,
failures that much.
yeah,
We troubleshoot them, right?
you
We
troubleshoot them.
start with that positivity, and we try to keep that positive support throughout the group and throughout everyone's journey with us, right? What's
Yeah.
your view about it? How did you find that? How much did it help you?
I was going to come no, come on that, because all the sisters who were there on the group, again, everybody was having a different pace. That was very motivating. Everybody had a different concern, so every concern had a learning for me. Whatever they were telling, I learned a lot from that. Whatever might be I didn't have that concern, but again, I was seeing the same concerns in future, after whatever you taught me, I saw those things. So I could have implemented all that, whatever the answers, or what do you call, the solutions, whatever you gave for that troubleshooting again.
Mhm.
So that was the best part. Even if I was not having those issues, but they were having those issues, so you gave the answers and they helped me also.
Mashallah, mashallah. Do
Alhamdulillah.
you
Yeah,
have,
I learned a lot.
mashallah, thank you so much. Do you have any inspiration for those who are thinking about joining us? Any words for them? from one South Asian sister who's living with, in-laws to another.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the people really want, but then they're scared whether they will be able to do it or not. Should they have that, like faith and then just jump? Do you recommend that they have the faith and then jump?
I guess you should really have faith in Allah for whatever you're doing. That is the first step you do,
Definitely.
and then if you're having faith in him, I guess you can do anything. You can really do anything, and then after that you are there. You really help a lot, and whatever issue, even if it is a small issue, we can just go approach you. You will give us the solutions for that. I guess no, I guess whatever protocol you'll go anywhere, wherever you go in this world, I guess they will not be having as much support we are having like from you over here. So I guess people should go to you, if they are interested, they can really go for the, for this program, because it is a even if it is a group thing, there's a lot of one-to-one thing going on, during the off days. Even if you're
Mhm.
having a small problem, you can just go, even if it is midnight, even if it is late night, you can just, put a message to you will give an answer whenever you're free. So it's
Yeah.
not like, you have to just put an email and you have to be waiting for weeks for the answer. It is not like that over here. It is a, it is a very easy thing. We are having support 24/7. I don't know why you
Wow.
shouldn't approach for this.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I try my best to, because when I was in your shoes, I really wanted that support,
Yeah,
right? Like
everybody
answer.
wants
Like
that
my
support.
son is doing
Everybody,
something.
trust me. Yeah,
Exactly. My son is doing something I don't know, and there is no Google, Mr. Google saying anything about it. What the hell am I
yeah,
going to do? So there is the need of somebody who has been there, done that, overcome those, and then she can tell you that this is what you are supposed to do, and this is why he or she is doing it, so that you have that peace of mind and then keep continuing, right? The
yeah.
accountability part is what I personally pride myself of. Even if you are forgetting on call, or you're being lazy, I try my best to kick your ass, right?
Yeah, and that also, I never used, there were times when I was not attending the classes, I was busy with my children and with the household things. So she always comes to you, she reminds you for all the stuff, she's like a mentor, a real mentor, I can tell you.
Thank you
Because
so much.
she scolds you, she be nice to you, that is the thing which, which you need, because there's nobody to come and, nag you, what are you doing, why you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Nobody will come and tell you, you are on your own. But here, whatever time you're with her, she helps you a lot, she scolds you, she's like, she's like a real teacher, I can tell you. I'm not getting a proper word for you.
Okay, you speak from your
You just
heart,
have
and then
faith
people
in
will
her.
understand.
I guess she'll really help you a lot. You really have to have faith in her, and first in Allah and then in her. So she'll really help you out in whatever situation you are with your child. You can just go and, you can just ping her. This is my situation. This is my son is doing. This is happening.
Mhm.
She'll help you whatever is going on. She'll help you very, in a very brief way. She can, she'll help you out, even if it is in a
Thank you so
message
much.
or if it is in a, on a call. She'll help you out.
Mhm.
I can
Thank
guarantee
you.
you that.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Alhamdulillah, I was not, again,
Yesterday.
on the protocol, I was not having so many tantrums from my son during
Mhm.
after I have started this. First thing, all the fruits and veggies were allowed, so he was very happy with the protocol. In my son's case, I don't know about other children, but he was very happy with the diet, my son.
Mashallah. Mashallah.
So
Thank you so much. Thank you so
yeah,
much for sharing so much with us.
yeah,
I think you have said pretty much everything, because you have come from a place that you did not have help from your husband or anybody else. You became resourceful, because some of us, when they hear the price tag, they're like, I don't have that much money. Nobody has that much of money, except if they are
nobody
PM,
has.
prime minister, or very rich people. What happens is you have to be resourceful. You find ways to do that, because the level of support that we try, because as you say, like it's like a 24/7. So for me to be able to give that love, that deep support, I need to be compensated as well, because it's energy exchange, right? You give something, you take something. That's
Also, This
Mhm.
program, you're enrolling it now, for how much ever, it is required, but it is going
Mhm.
to help you lifetime because you're having all, all the, all the guidelines and all the book, what you have it on it. It is
Mhm.
forever, for your life. You can have access to it anytime. So
Yeah. And
again,
also
that
the
is also
recorded
very
calls.
helpful. Yeah.
Also the recorded calls. So let's
Also
say
the
this is
recorded
your
courses.
last.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let's say this is your last in call. Then after
Yeah.
that, for the rest of the life, inshallah, how many times that I am present and alive and I'm taking the program, you will get access to the recorded calls and any
Yeah.
updated training so that you are always learning and
Yeah.
you do not have to learn from 10 different places. It's just one place. You be here, you do the things, and you get results, inshallah.
You get a lot of knowledge, loads of knowledge here. If you, I'm telling you, if you're really into your child, I feel you will do this because knowledge is the only thing which we require for for us to help our child.
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
every little thing requires, I feel. So the other day you told somebody about the gap you have to keep for your child. I never knew about that. The time gap between the meals,
Hmm. Hmm.
at least 3 hours or four
Yeah.
hours. So again, I started following that. I never knew about that. So, attending your class is so important and so much knowledge you get in that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we are at the end of this. As
Yeah.
I said, thank you so much for being so eloquent and being brave. I'm really proud of you and to have had served you. You are always welcome and you will
Thank you
always be
so
a part
much.
of me and our journey in Autism Success Academy. Okay. So thank you everyone for being with us. See you soon. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we